Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to totally flip the script on how you think about working out. We're going to dive into why training for real-life movements, not just, isolated muscles, is the absolute key to building strength that you can actually use outside the gym.
All right, let's start with a little gut check, just between us. You can crush it on the bench press, right? But what about lifting that heavy carry-on into the overhead bin without a struggle? Or maybe you can squat a ton, but carrying all those grocery bags up a few flights of stairs leaves you totally gassed. That's the real question we're asking today. Is all that time in the gym actually making your real, everyday life any easier?
So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start by rethinking some old workout habits. Then we'll get into training movements, not just muscles. We'll break down the 3 core patterns you need to know. I'll show you a weekly PPL plan to put it all into action. And finally, we'll wrap up with some tips to make sure that strength sticks around for good.
Okay, let's dive right in. It is time to seriously challenge that old school approach. The one so many of us were taught was the only way to build strength. Yeah, this probably looks super familiar, right? The classic chest day, back day, arm day. But here's the thing, our bodies just don't work that way in the real world. Think about it. When you go to lift a heavy box, it's not just your biceps doing the work. It's your legs, your core, your back, everything firing off at once. So why on earth would we train all those parts one at a time?
Okay, so now for the big shift in perspective. And trust me, this changes everything. This is where we stop thinking about individual muscle parts and start thinking about movement patterns.
This quote right here, this is the whole key. It really says it all. When you focus on these fundamental movements, you can't help but train all the right muscles, and you're training them in a coordinated, functional way. You're basically building a body that works as one single, powerful, integrated system.
And there's a name for this approach. It's called functional training. So instead of, say, isolating one tiny muscle with a bicep curl, you're doing these big compound movements to get tons of muscle groups firing all at once, which, hey, is exactly how you move in real life.
And the payoff here goes way beyond just looking strong. We're talking about seriously reducing your risk of injury because your body learns how to move correctly as a unit. You get better balance, which is absolutely crucial, especially as we get older, and honestly, just a massive improvement in your overall quality of life.
This comparison just nails it. The old way is kind of one-dimensional, right? But the new way, it's 3-dimensional. It trains your body to move in all the ways it's supposed to. Forward, backward, side to side, even rotating. Like you do in the real world. That's the huge difference between having gym strength and having life strength.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it?
Well, the good news is it's not that complicated. We can actually simplify pretty much every complex movement your body makes into just 3 main patterns.
And here they are. It all boils down to these 3: push, pull, and legs and core. Seriously, think about it for a second. Almost everything you do all day, whether it's playing a sport or just doing chores around the house, is some kind of combination of these 3 simple patterns.
So first up is push. This is anytime you're pressing weight away from your body. Think about doing a push-up or even just lifting a heavy box onto a high shelf. A push day is going to train all the muscles involved in that, your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and get them all working together like a well-oiled machine.
Next up, pull. This is the exact opposite. You're pulling weight towards your body. This could be anything from doing a pull-up, to rowing, to even starting a lawnmower. A pull day strengthens that whole back side of your body, your lats, your traps, your biceps, which is so important for good posture and overall pulling strength.
And finally, we have legs and core. And let me tell you, this is the whole shebang. It is your foundation. These movements, squatting, lunging, twisting, bracing, they build the power, the balance, and the stability that literally supports everything else you do. Having a strong foundation is just non-negotiable.
Okay, so let's see how we can put all of this together into a really simple weekly plan. And this is something that anyone, and I mean anyone, from a total beginner to a seasoned pro, can use to get stronger in a much smarter way. So the push-pull leg split, you'll often hear it called PPL, is super popular for a really good reason. It just makes sense. It's so logical. When you group your exercises based on their function, you can actually perform better during your workout, and you recover way more efficiently. It's just a simple, reliable framework for getting great results. So here's what a simple 3-day week might look like. For your push day, you've got your pressing movements like the overhead press and dumbbell bench press.
For your pull day, it's all about those pulling motions. Think pull-ups and barbell rows. And then for legs day, you're hitting those foundational patterns like squats and Romanian deadlifts. See? It's simple, it's balanced, and it is incredibly effective. And hey, here's a pro tip. Don't forget to throw in rotational movements like the one you see here. These are absolutely crucial. They train your core to act like a bridge, transferring power between your lower and upper body. That's essential for pretty much any athletic movement, and it's also a great way to prevent injuries when you have to twist or turn suddenly.
And you know, the real beauty of this whole system is just how adaptable it is. It's for absolutely everyone. A beginner could start with just their body weight, while a more advanced lifter can load up the barbell. The core principles of movement stay exactly the same. That's what makes it a perfect framework for lifelong fitness. All right, so now you've got the plan, but how do you actually execute it in a way that's safe, effective, and gets you results that really last? Okay, here are your keys to success. First, always focus on quality over quantity. That means mastering the form before you even think about adding more weight. Second, celebrate progress in movement, not just numbers. Getting a deeper squat or having better posture, that's real progress. And finally, just be consistent. You don't have to live in the gym. Even 2 or 3 solid workouts a week will build strength that truly lasts a lifetime.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. Instead of asking yourself, what muscle do I want to build next? Ask yourself this, what movement do I want to master? Maybe it's that perfect deep squat, or maybe it's finally getting that powerful pull-up. The choice is totally yours, and making it is the very first step to building real strength that actually serves you everywhere, in the gym, and more importantly,
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, which give us motivation to make better content for you. See you in the next video.